We're gonna do it. We're gonna burn the Star Wars poster.
Let's go.
This is the ending Star Wars wishes they could get.
Yeah.
Star Wars wishes.
We're getting Star Wars, the final one, this year. And this is what they'll deliver. So we're gonna burn this poster as a honorary... I don't know. But because we want to burn something. It's over. Avengers. All of it. Marvel. It's done. How many years in the making?
11 years in the making.
Because I remember watching Iron Man 1 like way back as a kid, where I was a lot smaller, and now here we are, in the Endgame of all things.
At the end of all things, yes. A lot has happened, and David got dusted because of the snap, so he's not here with us, but we survived, and I cut my hair off, and I'm ready to fight Thanos.
So here's a picture of David, if you don't remember how he looked like. Anyway, it is a shame David's not here with us, because he's the truer superhero Marvel fan than we are.
Yeah.
And he also knows more of the comics and, you know, the differences, while we are more plebs in superhero knowledge. For me, I only seen like the movies, so that's from what I know.
The movies have been my introduction to characters like Captain America and Iron Man and Thor. I knew nothing about them before I saw the movies,
so I don't know how the comic is of Infinity War, if it's how much difference there is or anything. Anyway, so this is a non-spoiler review of Avengers Endgame, and I guess initial thoughts.
It's worth it. It's worth it, but stay away from spoilers. It's gonna be really difficult. You should watch this movie as soon as possible, because those spoilers are gonna get to you, and there may be some big ones. So go in as blind as you possibly can, and just do your best to avoid them.
Yeah, I'm tried to stay away from all trailers, and that's just a thing I've been doing this year. I want to stay away from all trailers just to see how different it is watching movies, because sometimes trailers spoil a lot of things. Yeah. But as far as I understand, this trailer for this movie doesn't spoil nothing. Like, there's completely different story than you expect from the trailer.
Yeah.
And me, I enjoyed it too. I thought it was a good finale of the Avengers series. I felt like they could have gone a different path, the one most people expected, but they went like completely different.
Yeah.
And I thought it was even more enjoyable because of it.
Yeah, it's not the usual let's go and fight this villain story, which is what I appreciated about it. Everyone gets time to shine. They spend a lot of time with the characters, especially around the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
So it takes its time. It's sort of, I would compare it almost to a final chapter in a Lord of the Rings movie, where they spend a lot of time with everyone before something big would happen in the story. And
I feel that it's a good movie that gives... that it recognizes the other movies in the series. It kind of shows us what we've gone through in the other movies, and now we're here. And I feel also that...
You feel the weight of the history.
Yeah. And also, you know, first half of the movies, almost no action whatsoever. And I think that's a good thing, because the other movie, Avengers Infinity War, pretty much the whole movie was just non-stop action.
Yeah.
And this movie is different. You do get your action, but... not at the beginning of it. It's a very long movie, but I felt that it didn't slow down the pace, since you didn't get bored. You didn't feel like, this is just going on and on.
Because of the 10-year history of the characters, and that's why every moment felt important. I feel like editing-wise, cutting a moment out and character interaction out wouldn't make this movie any more good. If you want to tighten the pace, it's not gonna make the movie better. Not for this one. So maybe Infinity War needed to be a faster moving movie, because that was about the battle, but this is about the people and how they endure what happened in the last movie, which is what Alfred said to Batman in Dark Knight. I just remembered it now. Yeah.
So yeah, that was great. I felt like they gave every character their moment, and I can understand it's a very hard thing to get a good ending of this series.
Yeah.
And it's impossible to please everyone, but I feel like they kind of made it possible to please everyone.
Yeah.
I feel this ending is an ending most people will like.
I think so, yeah.
And then ending all the fans probably will like, and I thought it was,
Yeah, and I've been hearing like a lot of complaints about Marvel stuff in the past year. It's just fan service or action, or
what was
they
it?
don't spend time with the people, or like you don't care about them. But I think this movie will make up for that.
Yeah, and also a lot of people talking about how they thought Captain Marvel was going to be like taking over the whole movie, and like they were supposed to make her like the key to all of it. And I understand I can understand why people thought that way, but they didn't do that either.
No.
Every character got their good moment, and I felt like the characters that deserved to have more screen time got more screen time.
They did. The original Avengers characters from the first movie, they have grown into like complete real people.
Yeah.
They actually feel like real people especially like in the beginning, because they're not just superhero. Yeah, I would almost even compare it to the sensation you get in Logan, of people having played the characters for such a long time that you feel an extreme amount of weight as they are about to enter the Endgame. Yeah.
So yeah.
Very difficult to talk about because.
Without spoiling anything, it's incredibly hard.
Yeah.
I do recommend you go watch it if you've seen the other Marvel movies, of course. If you haven't seen any of them, then you shouldn't go watch it, because, I mean, it's the final one in our series.
You have to have seen every one of them too.
No, not everyone.
I almost
you don't
feel
have.
you do.
I don't feel like you have to watch every single one, but mostly like the main ones, the Thor.
Yeah,
I guess Iron Man. You don't really need to watch Iron Man 2 and 3.
I guess not.
And you don't need to really watch. I guess you have to see the second Thor movie, but you don't need to see. I guess Ragnarok 2, because there's some characters.
Basically, you see all the movies.
I guess you have to see all the movies.
Or just see Infinity War and then you know, but you won't feel as impacted by things if you haven't seen all of them, which is the thing. So.
Yeah, I guess it's more, I guess, for the people that have seen all the movies.
Of course.
It's a fan service
of course.
thing, I guess.
And honestly, when it comes to fan service, I think you need some spectacle when it's right. Because this is 10 years in the making. I feel like this is the right time to really deliver the fan service. So I don't think it's a fair complaint to say that it's bad, because I feel they've earned it.
And also it's
worthy.
A movie that's based on I don't know how many other movies.
And things.
So people can't also say like, oh, there's no character development, or there is even, but I'm just saying that people can't complain about it either, because it's the final movie in a lot of movies already.
I feel like this could have been a lot cheaper. This could have been a lot more cheesy or unworthy of being this movie.
Even like I felt that even me, usually when I watch movies, I don't really react to them too much. I'm like, okay, I watch it, and but even I was like in the cinema, I was like, oh shit. I was like really pumped, like you'll understand what scene it is when you watch it, but I was really like, oh shit. Like it did really, I felt like it did get your emotions up, actually. Like it managed to really do that. So I guess that's all we have to say. It's a great movie. This is how you make a cinematic universe, Star Wars and DC. This is how you do it.
This is how you do it.
And
you take your time, you build it up over the years, you introduce characters, give them their own story.
Yeah. So, because then we're gonna...
Because this is the ending Star Wars wishes they could get.
Yeah.
Star Wars wishes
we're getting Star Wars, the final one, this year. And this is what they'll deliver. So we're gonna burn this poster as a honorary... I don't know. But because we want to burn something.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna go burn the Star Wars poster.
Let's go. Oh fuck. Well, I guess that's the end game.
Star Wars.